we discussed about the DVCS and CVS, right? And we discussed about git clone, git push, git pull, right, guys? And we install the git also. We install the git also, right? So if you install the git, it will automatically install the git bash, then git. If you execute the git command, if you execute the git command, there are git commands used in the various situations. So start a working area, something like a clone init. So clone init. Start a working area. So git help tutorial, something like a clone. What is a clone? Clone a repository into a new directory. So you are cloning a remote repository into the new directory. In it, create a new empty git repository or a reinitialize an existing one. So work on the current change. So add a file content to the index, move or rename file or directory to a symlink, restore. So we use the git add and git diff. Show the changes between commits and working tree. Git status. So show the working tree status. Git branch. So list, create or delete a branches. What is, guys? Git branch is nothing but a list. It will shows the list of the branches. It will create the branches. It will delete the branches by using the branch command. Git branch command. Git commit. So commit is nothing but a record the changes to the repository. It will record the changes to the repository. Git merge. Merge is nothing but a join two or more development histories together. So rebase, so reapply commits on top of another base tip. Reset the current head to the specified set. Tag, create a list, delete or verify the tag object signed with the GPG. Git switch the branches from one branch to another branch. Git fetch, download the objects and references from the another repository. Pull, fetch from the integrate with another repository or a local branch. Git push, update remote references along with the associated objects. So these all are the git commands, guys. These all are the git commands we are using. These all are the git commands we are using. So now you understood, right? Something like, what is this? This is our remote repository. So what is the repository, guys? So what is the repository name? Something like a Terraform main. So this is the remote repository. So and you copied as a you cloned from the remote repository. Clone from the remote repository. This is your local repository. So first time you are using the git clone to clone the repository from remote to local, remote to your mission, right, guys? Then so the files, right? So these are the files, guys. So these are the files. This is the your local repository. So this is your local repository. This is your remote repository. This is your local repository. Local repository having a main variable versions and providers.tf. Something like you want to add another file name, call it as a another file name, call it as a data.tf. For example, another file. You added another file into the, you added another file. This is the another file. You added another file into the local repository. So you are not added, you just created the file. So this is your working tree. You just created the file. You just created the file. So GitHub is a version control system. GitHub helps you to keep track of the code changes. GitHub is used to collaborate on code. So we create a repositories inside the GitHub and connects with the developer machines to push or pull their code. Git is a client software need to be installed in developer machine to connect and work with the GitHub, GitLab or Bitbucket. Right, guys? This is Git. This is right. You want to yeah. So this is your working directory. This is your a working directory. For example, so data.tf, you just created the file. You just created the a file. You just created the file. This is your working directory. So so this is the local repository, right? Git local repository. So Git doesn't know if you create a new file. So we need to move to the local repository. How we can move from your working directory to the local repository from here? So what is the commands, guys? Git add is the command to add the, so to add the files to the local repository. So git add is nothing but it's adding it to the staging area. It's adding it to the staging area. Yeah, get added. So untracked files. This is a untracked file. So untracked will be tracked. So what is that? Untracked file. This is a untracked file. So Git doesn't know data.tf, but Git knows main.tf, variable.tf, versions.tf, and providers.tf. So because of this is in the local repository. But data.tf created a new file. A newly created files will the local repository that Git doesn't know the newly created files. We need to add it to the Git local repository. How we can add these new files into the Git local repository? So we can use the git add command. It will be so untracked to the, so if you use the git add, it will be tracked. It will be tracked is nothing but a tracked is nothing but it is in the staging area. So if you tracked, you need to push it to the, you need to the push it to the local repository. So what is the command? Git add, git commit command. So the first, if you use the git add commit, it will be in the untracked to track is nothing but a staging. So if you want to move this tracked file to the local repository, the command is git commit. So git commit, git add file name. What is the command, guys? Git add file name and git status. Git status is nothing but a, so where you are, your file is, So your file is something like your file is in staging area or a committed area. You need to check it. And git what is that, guys? Git commit. What is the command, guys? Git commit is nothing but a to commit the files from your staging area to local repository. These are the three commands. So untracked file to tracked, and then it will move to the local repository. Local repository. These are the three commands: git add, git status, and git commit, along with git log also. What is that, guys? Git log, where you the commit information will be available in the git log, the commit information. So right, so for example, this is the this is the branch, this is a main branch, main branch, this is the a main branch. So where you are in the main branch. How you can check it, where you are? So in which branch you are? Git branch. If you execute the git branch, it will shows the, so which branch you are, which branch you are. Something like you created a you created a created a new branch. You created a new branch because of you create a new branch, and whatever the new code, right, new code will be pushed to the main. So this is the a future branch called that as a new branch. So whatever the new code, right? This is the data.tf. For example, data.tf. So you want to move this data.tf to the Terraform main. So this is the a main repository. Main repository. All the data will be available in the main repository. So if data.tf is the if data.tf is, one second. Guys, one second. Raymond James. 1 second, guys. Guys, hello. Guys, are able to hear?
Yes, bro.
మామూలు కాల్ చేశారు. ఓకే. యా. సో అన్ ట్రాక్ నుంచి ట్రాక్డ్. సో హౌ వీ కెన్ how we can move from untracked to track, we use the git add. So git status is nothing but where you are. You are in the staging area, or you are in the committed, you are in the untracked area, or you are in the tracked area, right? So this is only the commit. These three commands are git add, git commit, git status, git log. These are these all are the four commands we used for the staging area to local repository. So git knows these three commands. Yeah, I want to create a new file, and I want to push it to the main repository. I want to push it to the main repository. So then the branch name is new branch, right? You created a you created a new branch, and you created a new branch and push, not a push, a merge. What is that, guys? Merge the files. So merge the files. Merge. So merge request, pull request. Guys name merge request, or a pull request. Pull request. So in GitHub, it call it as a pull request. In GitLab, it call it as a merge request. You created a merge request to push the code from new branch to the main branch. So what is the command, guys? What is the command? Git merge. Once you git merge, so you can ask the reviewer to approve the check the merge, check the data, and merge it to the main repository. Because of this is a main, right? If you do something, wrong on this repository, so it will collapse, right? Because of this is our main repository. Everyone's our infra code will be there in this in the in this repository. That's the reason. So we need to create a merge request, then approve and merge. So you can ask the people to reviewer. So you can provide the reviewer also. This is the merge. Git git merge. So git branch. How to create the git branches? You can use the git branch command. Git branch command, branch name create, or else you can create the git checkout -b branch name, branch name. So you can use those two commands to create a branch, to create a new branch. I want to switch to, so you can check. So git branch, where you are. So you can check the git branch, git branch. You are in the which branch? For example, you are in the new branch. You are in the branch name. New branch name is new branch. You are in the new branch. Then you want to switch to new branch to the main branch. How we can switch? Git checkout, git checkout branch name, git checkout branch name. You can check out from the one branch to the another branch. You can check out to the one branch to the another branch. So this is nothing but a branching. Git checkout and git merge. So so if you want to merge the code from here to here, you can use the git merge command. Git merge command, it will automatically merge the code from your new branch to the main branch. Your new branch to the main branch. Guys, understood? You understood these commands: git add, git commit, git checkout, git merge. These all are in our local. All these commands are in the local. So then the remote commands, remote git push and git pull only. From your pushing to you are pushing from your local to a main repository, you can use the git push command, git pull command. Whatever the changes or new changes are there, if you want to download it from your local repository, you can use the git pull command. So this is nothing but a git remote and git clone. First time you can use git clone. First time you can use the git clone command to clone the repository. These are the three commands for the remote. So what are the remote repository, guys? Guys, what are the remote repositories?
Terraform main.
Remote repositories where you created your accounts. Which companies are providing the remote repositories?
Okay.
What are those guys?
Git, GitHub, Bitbucket.
Bitbucket.
GitHub.
Yeah.
Only these three are many. We have a AWS, Git Git repository. So AWS Git repo also there. Okay. Azure repo. So Azure repository also there. AWS repository. Many number of there, but we are so mainly we are using the GitLab, Bitbucket, and GitHub. Guys, understood? What are the remote repositories? These are where we are creating our remote repositories, either GitLab or Bitbucket or GitHub. Guys, did you created the accounts? Did you created the accounts for these three
Yes,
remote
bro.
repositories?
Yes, bro. I created that one, but I'm getting some error in GitLab. I
Hmm.
will solve that.
Okay. So Bitbucket. So did you guys tried with create a new repository? Hello, guys, created. Vinay, Lavanya, Funny, Rafi, created.
Created, sir.
Yeah, don't see.
Lavanya create చేశారా మీరు? So Lavanya, you can touch with either Funny or Shafi or Vinay if you are having any issues. Okay. So మీకు ఏదైనా issue ఉంటే you can keep touch with these guys. These guys will help you to resolve the issues what you are facing. Okay. Guys, now you understood the commands. So what are the commands we are using in the Git? Guys, tell me. So if you want to initialize a new directory, you created a new directory called as a Ansible directory. Ansible main. So this is our so we are keeping our entire the AML files into this Ansible main. So I created a new directory. So it is not that Git is not recognized. How the Git is recognized? The Git is recognized by using the git init command. So git init is nothing but to initialize the Git. To initialize the Git for this for Ansible main. So this is nothing but a git init. Guys, tell me what are the commands we are using? Git init, git add, git status, git commit, git log, git branch, git push, git pull, git clone, git merge, git checkout, git branch, git merge, git checkout -b. So these all are the commands we are using we are using. So we are using, guys. Yeah. So Git is developed by the Linus Torvald, right? And Git is a CLI. So how we can execute this command? We can execute these commands by using commands through the commands only. If you use the VS Code, if you use the VS Code, so we can add, we can commit, we can add, we can create, we can commit, we can merge, we can push, we can pull by using the VS Code through GUI. I will show you how to do those commands through GUI. Okay, guys? I will tell you, no worries. I will tell you, no worries. So first of all, I will tell you the how to use the Git commands by using the Git bash, and I will show you later. I will show you VS Code how we can use those commands through GUI. Okay, guys? Understood?
Yeah, bro.
Sorry?
Yes, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, Guys, we'll take 2 hours class tomorrow. So because of we have a some work. So 1 second.